In Mr. Curtis, we have both an artist and a trained observer whose work has far more than mere accuracy because it is beautiful. Theodore Roosevelt. Hey, what is good everyone? Chris here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about books, photography books, things that inspired me and I hope will inspire you. I chose 3 for you today to keep this video short, and I'm gonna tell you a few things about them. They're not sponsored, I am not selling anyone's merch. It's just what I bought with my own money, and I want to share it with you because I believe that all these 3 books are very important in developing the skill of a photographer. It will also bring more creativity and more imagination. It will actually enlarge the horizons and give you more and more options when you go out and shoot. So let's start with the first one, and this is probably the most important one. This is the North American Indian, the Complete Portfolios by Edward S. Curtis. This book I read, or I look at it many times, though it looks in good condition because I'm trying to keep it in good condition. I actually shuffled these pages many times. It's a great book. It's the life work of Edward S. Curtis, and if you don't know who Edward S. Curtis is, just do a Google search and you'll find out. He was an amazing photographer who dedicated his life to document the traditions and everything that happened with the American Indians. Great book, great imagery. All these images are amazing. I am pretty sure that some of you already know about this book because it has been presented and showed by many photographers. This is a standing point for photographers who are into documenting life and doing street photography. It's a book that makes us more creative and open up, like I said, new horizons in terms of how to lead a photograph, a portrait, how to document life, how to respect traditions and be there to document them all the time. Edward Curtis did very well with this book, and let me read you a quote from the Photo Art International. This book is in every sense life's work. Curtis left us a collection of immense historical significance with an outstanding artistic integrity. So I believe that if you are into documentary photography, if you like to document, if you do like street photography, if you want to learn more and be more inspired and more creative with your work, this is something that you should buy. Again, it's called the North American Indian, the Complete Portfolios. I think it's the 4th or 5th edition. There are many editions of this one, and first ones are very rare. This book has been endorsed by a few presidents. One of them it's Theodore Roosevelt. That was the quote that I started this video with. So go ahead and find this book. I think you can find it on Amazon or in libraries. It's a little bit expensive, around 40-50 bucks, but I would say with all my heart that you will never regret it. Now, the next book that I am... It is December? It's not yet? Well, that's the ice cream truck. Okay, back to the books. This is the second one, and this is, I think, a gift from my mother-in-law. It's called 100 Photographs, the Most Influential Images of All Times, and it's made by the Time magazine. This book contains exactly as many photographs as I mentioned, 100, and they're the ones that in time had an impact of us, humanity, or just the part of it. These photographs are amazing, from amazing photographers like Henri Cartier-Bresson or Joe Rosenthal. We have Abraham Zebrander, Malcolm Brownie, and so on and so forth. All these photographs in this book, and I'm gonna show you just a few. I don't want to spoil it because they're amazing photographs. They're made by people who you probably know already, by photographers that you've heard about, or unknown photographers. For example, this one, it's called The Chairman Mao Swims in the Yangtze River. This is made by an unknown photographer. Nobody knows who took the photo, but it's an definitely amazing photo. If you look at the composition and how he chose the points, this is great. I do believe that these photographs will have a huge impact on you if you love photography. For example, this one is Demi Moore in 1991, made by Annie Leibovitz. And right here Annie says, "I don't think it's a good photograph per se, it's a magazine cover. If it were a great portrait, she should have been covering her breasts." Annie has a different style. She has a different view of how photographs should look and how subjects should look in their photographs. She wants raw, she wants the exact look of the people, not censored, nothing covered or anything else. She's not shooting nudes per se, but if you know her work, she likes to shoot raw photos, photos that have a huge impact against others that they're just flying around and you'll forget them by tomorrow. I do love this book a lot, and it's great to have all these photographs that change the world, some of them for good. And for example, this is The Burning Monk by Malcolm Brownie. If you remember, this photograph has been taken many years ago in 1963. Very powerful photo. This monk setting himself on fire to protest for bad treatment that the Buddhists were getting from the president of Vietnam, I believe. It's great, and all these stories that you can read, they're amazing. They're stories that people will probably remember for years, if not for life. This is Ron Haviv in I think 1992 in Bosnia. This photograph, it's so powerful, and I remember after seeing this how I felt being a documentary photographer. I wasn't shooting photography in 1992. I started a little bit later, but I felt like that is my path. That's what I want to do, to document and tell the stories of these people. This is Kevin Carter in 1993 with The Starving Child and The Vulture. It's shot in Africa and shows the life of the African children. Again, this is made by Time magazine, and it's a collection of 100 photographs that changed the world, or they were very influential at that time. And the last one is actually a fun book. It's called The Photographers Playbook, 307 Assignments and Ideas, edited by John Fulford and Gregory Halpern. This is actually a notebook style book that inspired me in many ways. There are 307 ideas, stories, games and assignments made by many photographers, very well-known professionals and photographers all over the world, that they came up with all these ideas, and these two guys put them together in a book. I will read a little bit about it so you will understand what I'm talking about. The best way to learn is by doing. The Photographer's Playbook. This book features photography assignments, ideas, stories, and anecdotes from many of the world's most talented photographers and photography professionals. Whether you are looking for exercises to improve your craft, alone or in a group, or interested in learning more about the medium, this playful collection will inspire fresh ways of engaging with the photographic process. So, this is basically something that we should carry in our bags. It's a bit stuffy and a bit heavy. Basically, I can open this book at any page, anytime, and find something interesting to shoot, or something interesting that inspires me. Let's do this. Turn off an automatic special effects like the Ken Burns zoom, so you are in control of your project. All transmissions and effects have meaning. Just that, and something starts to move in our heads. The cogwheels starts to crack a little bit and screech, and they start moving, and they're creating new ideas and open horizons for new photos, new creative options for our path and photography. This is a book that I am going back to every time when I feel burnt and I don't have an idea of what to do, what to shoot. Pretty cheap, it's around 15 bucks. Has been edited by Aperture. It's a fun book for sure, and it's very well made. I love this textured front that looks like a notebook with the notebook tag right here. So this is pretty much it in terms of books for today. Hopefully this video was helpful and inspired you to go ahead and buy something. Keep in mind that cameras are tools. Books and videos and all the other media are more helpful in developing your skills as a photographer than just a new camera or a new lens. So invest less and learn more. That's what I'm saying all the time. I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel and be here for the next videos, because we have many by the end of the year, and next year is gonna be even more powerful, and we're coming up strong with a new project. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It's super important with the algorithm. Also put the comments in the box down below and let me know what are you inspired of, what books are you reading, what inspires you to go out and shoot and be creative, and I will definitely see you in a bit.